What are the biggest misconceptions people have about transgender teens?
There's a few misconceptions when it comes to being transgender or transgender teens. A huge misconception is the surgery. Everyone always thinks it's about the surgery, what's between your legs, everything like that. But no, this is about what's between your ears. And being transgender is the process of learning to love yourself and accept your difference. And people have to understand that it's not just a medical journey. Another important fact is that people think I was too young to transition, but they don't define me, I define myself. At age 2, I knew I was a girl, and I really just kept pushing that thought forward to my parents, and look at me, do I look like I'm anything different than a girl? I'm not saying gender isn't something that you can explore as you get older, but for me, it was just like dead on right from the start.
And it's the kind of thing that, yes, many people attribute it or wonder, like you said, about the physical, and you're saying there's much more emotional and mental sort of the mindset and who you are as an identity inside.
Exactly. And the last misconception is that people think this was a choice. That like one day I woke up and I'm like, I'm a girl, mommy, I want to be a girl. But no, it's just the way I was born. I've always been a girl right from the start.
There's been a lot of conversation about the transgender community lately, obviously a lot of that surrounding Caitlyn Jenner. Let's just ballpark it and just imagine for a day, you're spending a day with Caitlyn Jenner. What is on the agenda?
We could go shopping together, have fun, but the main thing is that I would tell her how proud I am of her. I mean, she's just so brave and courageous to come out with the public eye looking upon her. And she's really brought visibility to the topic of being transgender. And I think people are starting to open up their minds when it comes to accepting us for who we are. So I'm so proud of her for being such a role model.
Laverne Cox, also an early pioneer, and she came before Caitlyn Jenner, obviously. She's a fan of yours. How did you two meet?
We met at I think it was 2013 Logo TV Awards. So it was amazing to meet her. She actually screamed. She was like, "Yes!" And I was so excited because I love her as well. And we got to talk, and it was just amazing. And then we met again at this other event. So it was she's just an incredible person. She's so kind-hearted, sweet. She's just beautiful.
What's something we'd be surprised to know about Laverne Cox? Maybe something you discovered. I don't know. In the interaction. Were you surprised by anything?
Well, one time I watched her eat a brownie really like diva-ish. She eats the brownie better than anyone else eats a brownie. She was like, it was incredible.